So, we're live once again. Welcome to Quest and Quill, Facing the Frontier. This week, episode 23, Rivers Run Red. Where we last left off, the party had made it to the city on the river. And as they crawled up from the dock side into the fanciest part of the city, they met a rather unbothered tavern keeper and proceeded to make a bit of a nuisance of themselves during the night, which resulted in the blue coats showing up, knocking at the door, and finding a lone John being drunk and not. That's pretty much that. And from there, they had some questions for the strange behavior of someone that they thought was one of their close party mates. And with enough questioning and enough prodding, John was eventually able to squeeze it out of Saul and get him to answer, at least somewhat. Where we last left off, I believe Saul said something along the lines of,
I used to work for some very bad people.
So, let's pick off from there if you want. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, and who were they?
They're called the Red Reverends, John.
I knew it. You're some religious nut, aren't you?
You know I didn't want to talk about this with you. You're not going to take it serious.
No, I'm sorry. I'm listening. I swear I'm listening.
There's not really much more to it than that, John. They're bad people. They're dangerous people. And they have the bodies that we need.
Why do we need them again?
We wanted to examine them. If they've examined them, you can probably get us
We have the bodies.
That's what Red Reverends are.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna find them the same way as we found the other turtle folk, that young boy. They said that they found them kneeling, right, and out in the open.
Sure. I'm saying that they probably have written down their findings and might, being a very competent organization, have an inkling of what is going on here.
Okay. Well, I guess we don't really have any other leads in this town yet, so you think it's worth seeking them out, being that you're saying that they're so dangerous?
They are dangerous,
And
I would be remiss if I did not admit that my reasons are selfish.
selfish how?
I aim to kill everyone I find.
It's a little extreme, isn't it? I mean, we've killed people, but in self-defense, like, not killers, really.
Maybe not you.
Well, really gonna wrap us all up in your quest for vengeance or whatever this is? Don't we have bigger concerns than...
I was trying not to, but you wouldn't listen to me.
Right.
So
what do you want to do?
Should we just look the other way when this goes down, or are you expecting backup?
That's totally on you. Whatever you like. Here's what I don't recommend. I don't recommend approaching them openly. I don't recommend talking with them.
Do we really want to add the church to our list of enemies, both known and unknown?
I didn't know we were picky when it came to our enemies.
If we get the choice, we most certainly do. I just want to know that, I want to make sure that there's a purpose to all this, and you're not just doing it out of vengeance. putting us all in even greater danger than what we already are for no good reason.
I just explained. They likely have some idea of what's going on here.
All right, but I think we can find out without killing anyone.
Not if I can help it.
May I ask what the reason is that you want to kill all these people?
Oh, sorry. You know, you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to kill anyone.
Well, it's not that I'm uncomfortable. I just like being able to explain myself.
Well, let's put it this way, Saul. If they shoot first, I'll most definitely back you up. But if you shoot first, I'll have to think about that one.
Good.
Right.
I can live with that.
Always gonna get me killed.
Well, John, I don't know about you.
You're running with the wrong people if you don't want to get killed.
Hey, now, let's be a little bit more optimistic than that, all right? You got to think about the morale here, Saul.
If you say so.
Everyone, everything's going to be fine. We got this. We're not alone, okay?
And yeah,
True enough.
so, I just gotta say, think about it. You don't have to worry about these guys coming after you. I mean, you got Ashley, you got me, you got John, and you got Frank. There's no way in hell these guys are gonna bother you ever again when you've got us by your side.
I don't know, Lula. Them church folks be some freaks sometimes.
That's a very sweet thought. The reach is profound.
It may be profound, but we are quite proficient in being strong.
Yeah, ass kicking. It's called Lula. And then
Yeah,
he,
thank you.
and he gives her a soft punch on the arm.
John, there you go. See, Paul? See, Saul? Got nothing to worry about.
There are people in this organization. You've seen me fight. I've always gotten the impression most of you appreciate my expertise.
Oh, yeah.
I like fried chicken.
Imagine hundreds of people just like me, except with no moral compass whatsoever beyond what the church tells them.
I don't know. Not really doing much in swaying me not to fight by your side. But don't stress about it too much.
But what does the church
I'm not
tell
trying
them?
to dissuade you. I'm just saying we should be careful. I've not been very careful.
Ah.
We should probably be more careful. Which is why I've hired our friend here. What was his name again? I
Friends.
I was about to ask that too, yeah.
I love it, but I forgot his name over the weekend.
Did you have notes from last section? I thought you made some notes.
If I did, I lost them.
Yeah, his name's Trent.
Trent.
Let's call him Eric.
No, he's Trent. His name was
No, he's
Trent.
good. Nick, you pushed the clock wrong.
No, we can't hear you at all, Nick.
I can't hear you.
What?
We still can hear Nick.
Oh.
Welcome back to technical issues with the Mexico crew.
I'm doing Discord.
What's that happening? One more time? Hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. There it is. It was a little bit weird anyway. Yeah, Trent is his name. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me know what we're talking. Where are we?
You were saying that's why I hired our friend Trent?
Yeah, and the bartender's name was Barnaby.
We are in the bathhouse. You guys are currently in the bathhouse, yes. Yeah, I noticed that Luna was like watching up while the other guys were talking.
Yeah, I'm talking about the best in the West. Best
Wait,
in the West
what?
bartender.
Luna is in the bathhouse too? Is it like the big bathhouse? Is that wrong?
Fish posh, water wash, I don't care.
Wait,
You guys specifically went to a back room because of Aslan, because Aslan is not welcome in the public room of the bathhouse. You guys can do whatever you want back there, basically.
nice.
Well,
And then
I
remember,
guess that. Yeah.
both Saul and John had teeny tiny like hand towels for their waists.
That's right. This is the perfect time to ask. Does anyone have like hidden tattoos or like scars or something?
Oh, yeah, that's a good time.
Oh shit! Oh,
That's really cute. Hang on, let me double check. I don't think so, but let me.
I'll start. Saul's body is crisscrossed with scars of all sorts and predominantly burns.
Oh, God.
Burns like how? Like you looking like Zuko or like what should I picture?
Everything from the waist down has like multiple looks like multiple brands.
Waist down, so his legs?
Huh?
So like his legs
And,
and his hips?
Legs and then his wrists. I don't know if you guys ever seen his wrists without like gloves on or anything, but yeah, he's got like what was it? It was like the holy symbol of the Lord, wasn't it? Yeah, he's got branded onto his wrists.
It all looks rough.
Yeah, looks real bad.
Yeah. Yeah, John doesn't have like any big scars or anything like that, and no tattoos that you can see. He's like a skinny man, and his body is pretty much hairless.
Smells like baby powder.
Yeah. Not quite, but
smooth and shiny in the bathhouse. Anyway,
he definitely doesn't look like someone that exercises. He's just a skinny, hairless man body.
And are there any tattoos on Frank's old wrinkly form? Frank does. Would you like to explain it to us? Frank has a shoulder tattoo that says the name Felix and like a little it's like two hands rolling onto each other, you know, like the man handshake that's like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, yeah. So there's that on his shoulder, and then his back. He doesn't seem to have a tattoo on his back, but his back seems to have some scars from sculpting, maybe. Lula, continue.
Lula wants to go up to Frank. Lula wants to go up to Frank and ask him, Felix.
Huh? Oh, that's my late husband.
Late husband.
Yeah. I got this like 60 years ago, I think. So you can see it's like a little bit faded because it's old.
60 years ago? What? Whoa. That is my condolences there.
I'm sure he's over it by now. Or I would hope. I mean, maybe gnomes hold on to feelings longer. I'm not so sure.
From drinking with Frank, I think in past experience, you would not judge. That's why I gave that look of like, you should know better than that. Like, that's definitely not true.
Hey, I still remember that gigolo carrying you up the stairs in Tenton, okay?
Oh, shit. Hey, nothing happened that night. We just paralleled.
Oh,
Yeah, is that what you call it?
I was lonely, okay?
oh.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe, I mean, I don't think Felix would want you to be, sad your whole life about what was and what was lost. At least you loved.
Yeah, it's kind of hard getting used to life after being with someone for so long.
How long were you married?
We were married for 50 years and dating for 25.
Okay. If you're like 70 years old in human years, That's what, like 40 years of marriage? Yeah, that's a long time, man.
I do have a question. What's a GD roll?
Oh, John, you want to take this one?
What was that, Aslan? I'm sorry.
You said he was carried by a gigolo?
Oh, you know how I said that you can pay a female for companionship? Well, you can do this. You can do the same for males too. But you know, not everyone not everyone likes that kind of thing. Me personally, I prefer the female figure, but Frank has different tastes, and that's okay. Just gotta watch out, you know, talking about that stuff around them country folk.
Wow. Okay.
This is more of a Baygate thing, you know.
It's very normal. He's basically like dyeing his beard. He's got like that white gray dye, and he's just doing that in the background the whole time.
As that having us, Frank just goes, "Oh yeah, it's very normal in Baygate."
Yeah. Aslan has substantial amount of scars. The most noteworthy thing is that most of the scars, like 90% of them, they look like they've been scratched by animals rather than cut by blades. And the most like there is one on his chest.
Is it all that like hairy?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, but you know, like you can see scar through hair, like on fur, right? Yeah. Like the fur, like that one. I'm assuming it's pretty humid. Isn't he like fluffy now? Maybe his mane. Mane. I don't know. That's soft. It's his character, man. If he wants to be fluffy.
So what was the last thing you said about Aslan and his chest?
He said something about it that's a significant one on his chest. What I have to picture here? What's the animals?
Most of them look like scratches from animals or maybe another leoman scratched them or something like that all over. But the one on his chest looks notoriously big, like it was a larger animal, like there or something big like that.
It still looks like claw marks. Yeah, which that picture I think is like 5 long flashes, right? Or was it 4? We did discuss this, but yeah.
4. And like they have what you're asking on like what it looks like some with the fur, it's basically it has like a big hue on his gray fur. So it's very visible. You can see like these faint scarred up wounds on his gray fur. That's pretty obvious.
Oh. Interesting.
What about
I guess it would make sense for his name to be possibly right now. His black name.
It looks like it's on.
yeah, it's on.
I just refreshed it.
Did it show a new one?
Yeah, I just started a new one.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, we're back. Frank, you had some roleplay? Yeah. So Frank will look at Aslan and be like, "So how are you enjoying your first time at a bathhouse, Aslan? You seem to be extra fluffy in here."
It's strange. The smell. I don't like it.
It's lemons. Never seen a lemon before?
It's good for you.
Sour.
I
Sour
Frank will
plus?
just grab one of the lemons and just put it up to his nose, like, "Yeah, smell it."
I ate one before. It wasn't good.
Sourpuss.
Terrible. But I see you have some scars. What's that about?
this one is, and he looks at his tummy, this there, and then he looks all over and says, the rest, I don't remember.
Wow. That must be painful, but impressive. You survived the bear attack like this.
Yes, and I took this, and he shows the necklace with the bear teeth on it.
Oh. Real case of you should have seen the other guy, huh?
Exactly. And I think you'll notice that from his necklace, it emanates some kind of magical power. It's some kind of totem or relic.
Yeah, if you stare at the necklace too long, you start to hear tribal rhythmic beat, the drums in the background. So there's this little happens to you.
Awesome.
Frank looks at the tree at the bear totem, or at the necklace.
Does Lula have any scars or tattoos or distinguishing marks?
What was that?
Well, I reckon that's common these times. All right. So what's the plan, Saul? So
Trent looks at you guys at this point and he asks, "So you gotta do this often?" I thought he was gone for a bit, wasn't he? Yeah, he just walked back in.
I imagine we're gonna do a breaking and entering.
His hair is not. He's not washed the dye out of his hair, and now it looks dark and like salt and peppery like Saul's. It looks great. Oh, Saul, is that your twin brother? Yeah, it's Trent.
Howdy, Trent. Haven't heard from you.
Well, I'm thinking. Hey, are you partial to this town? I've been around a while. You know where the Red Ribbons live? I would know that one. I would know that. I don't need to ask him. Remember we discussed this before? Yeah. Though you have not specifically been to the one in Baygate, I don't think. Oh no, we discussed this. You have specifically been to the one in Baygate. You know where their safe houses and everything, yeah.
Well, we're in Delta City, right?
My bad, Delta. I was about to say, like, what does Baygate have to do with this? Like, you guys just said Baygate earlier, so it was the first city name that was in my mind. Well, Trent, you know how to shoot, you know how to use a gun? Yeah, I was a hunter. All right. I'm gonna go back. I think I have like my satchel off to the side. I'm gonna grab like some bullets, hand them over. Takes them in his hand. Hey, you want me to use these? You're gonna have to give me a little bit more money. It's just a gift, Trent. Well, don't have anywhere to put them. He looks down at his towel. Well, once you get, put them in your pocket or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give them back, Trent. I mean, you think I need them? And he holds them back from you. You know, he pulls them back a little bit. I'll only give them back to you once you get dressed. I ain't got no gun. You do got a gun. You got my gun. You didn't use my gun already, did you? Oh yeah. He looks over to the side where like his furs pile is like next to where you grab the bullets from. And your gun is like still inside the holster, like on the pile of clothes. The way I reckon it, we can either lay a trap for them and ambush them, which is my original plan. But I don't know how that's going to get us closer to the bodies. It's really just more of a me thing. So, Trent, instead, what you could do
if you're open to it. And you can just skip down, lure them away from us.
Where you want me to run to?
Tenta needs workers, or there's a ranch that we know of.
He's not going to the ranch.
He's not going to the. Shut your mouth there, John. He's not going to the ranch.
Oh, there's no ranch. I'm sorry. Forget I said that.
Why can't I go to the ranch?
You have to fill with bait, you'll die instantly.
No, alright, please for me just to show.
It's a place full of hard work, Trent, which
I'm too old for that.
that's exactly my thing.
Is that why you left the ranch, Saul?
Sure. I was thinking you had to keep them off of us, or we can use them as bait, which was the original plan, which he's already agreed to. But now that I've talked to him, I feel guiltier every time.
So you was gonna get me killed. And he looks at you like a little bit suspiciously, holding the bullet, like clutching the bullets to his chest.
It was, the plan was to shoot him before they shoot you, but it's a definite possibility.
I'm sure you imagined the risks. Trent, you're a smart fella.
He looks at both of you, and you can see like the sort of blankness behind his eyes. He goes, "Fair money, okay."
So he's great. He's a gem.
A
We
good
can't
man.
just throw him away.
Look at us, we're spinning. And he like shows him and Saul looking the same.
Hey, he's too useful.
Oh, of course. I mean, this is still your plan, Saul. Still not sure
I'm
how you want to
thinking-
go about this.
After last night, which was a fucking disaster for lots of reasons, and I'm not totally, at least some of that's my own fault. I'm thinking we send him to Fenton, kind of makes them think that I've skipped town, and we can just sneak into the place.
Okay, but
Not,
how does he get to Tenton?
well, he's got 2 legs, don't he?
Oh,
Do you remember what we went through to get here from Tenton? Now, we did that as a group. You're going to send good old Trent here alone. You might as well send him straight to the arms of the Red Reverends.
Okay, that's not true, first off. We took a very roundabout way, and we were actively looking for trouble along the way. So that's a false equivalency right there, I just want to point out.
So tell me, how is he going to get there? Is it going to be by horse, by carriage, by train? Because there's no rails that go from here to Tenton, as far as I'm aware. That's what good old Mr. Ouija was trying to fix.
I will buy him a horse. Does that sound fine, Trent? You want a horse?
he looks at you. He looks at the group and he goes, "You won't use me to bait?
No, not anymore.
Listen, be honest with me. I'll do it. I was a hunter. I understand how to catch prey. And if you hunt in the mountain lion, you gotta bait the tree."
Well, that was the original plan, which I think I did express. But now, I think I'd rather you just lure him away from us so we can get what we need. And then I can meet you up in Benton. You just gotta lay low once you get there. Watch the die out. They won't know.
You know what you should do, Trent? I think you should start a fight and like punch someone in the face and don't say anything while you do it. And then you run on a horse and you skip town and get on out of here.
I mean, if I run away, you ain't there to protect me, is you?
Well, that's the idea, is that you lead them away from us. You make your way to Tenton. You can
Face them on my own? Face them on my own?
No, you'll be on a
No.
horse. You'll have a head start.
No, you have a head start. We're going to be doing something that'll distract them back where we're at. They'll probably realize it was a diversion and not go after you. Once you get one on the road, you can just...
He looks you dead in the eyes. He's like, look at me. I'm ready to be the bait.
Well, all right then. You heard the man. Let's go
you
with
want
plan A.
Okay. So, the original plan was to have him sleep in our room, which we got for the next 2 days. And I was just going to roost up and shoot the Red Reverends when they show up.
Well, how about this? You could also just stake outside the Red Reverend's headquarters or hideout or wherever they stay. And as soon as they leave to go apprehend your double here, that's when we go into the place and we search their records and take a look at the bodies if we are able to find them. You know, they'll realize that they've been duped and they'll come back and it'll be too late. We'll be gone.
Well, then that leaves the matter of who's going to watch Trent.
We can break it up.
You feel up to running away?
His bones are old. I'm much more up for sitting around and waiting. Well, that a mood. Mood. Trent just wants to go for a top in the mood, guys. Give him a look. I'm thinking, please.
Here's what I'm thinking. If they're focusing on him and they get more trouble than expected, they're going to divert more sources to that than where we need to get into. So maybe we do that. I get some of my revenge. You lot get into the building, see what documents you can rustle up. You look at the bodies.
Want us to split up?
Yeah. What is this you keep talking about bodies? You all have some bodies?
Well, yeah.
Well, there were
Folks that died near him.
some victims of an enemy that we're facing.
What kind of business is this? Sounds a bit loose.
Don't worry about it, Trent. It's above your pay grade. And it's not.
I don't reckon you've heard of anybody dying in mysterious circumstances around these parts or disappearing.
He looks at you guys. Yeah. People been going missing for a couple months now. Construction site, mud docks, all around, really.
Huh. Is that all you know, or is there more to it?
I mean, shit, what's there to know people go missing, right? Like one day there's a man, the next day, man doesn't show up for work. Not much to it.
Well, surely there's some
People usually,
rumors as to the source of these disappearances, right? What have people been saying? They think's going on.
yeah, drunks fall in the river all the time. Bodies don't much wash up for this. They came in the piranha.
Did we retroactively decide that Saul has like a map of the city that he bought earlier?
Why do you want to retroactively decide this?
He said he only do shopping episodes.
Yeah, because we never discussed that. Sorry, guys, I totally forgot. But yeah, because this would have been the day, right?
Yeah, because we were supposed to go to the market after we got to the bathhouse. That was the idea.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Map of the city. Go ahead.
But like a silver piece or something.
So more than a map of the city, what you found is like a poster that has been printed that seems like it's more promotional material for the Solar Day Festival. Like they're handing them up. It's basically like showing the new train lines that are going to be in, showing where the visitors can come to the city. It's like it's basically a piece of propaganda.
So I'm gonna lay it out. I'm gonna say, Trent. I take out like I've got 10 to I got a journal. So
Oh, do you have pockets? Where do you keep getting stuff from?
I have my satchel right here. You saw me get the bullets out of them. I got everything right here.
I have a feeling you've been hiding everything underneath that tower or something. I was confused.
No, that would be a neat trick, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Look, this is getting way too complicated. Let's just lure them out of town and kill them. And then we can just go into their headquarters and search them.
Yeah, but how are we going to run every single one of them? Right? Aren't there inevitably going to be some left over at the main building?
Well, apparently they're really interested in good old Saul here. I imagine they want to make sure that they get him. They know he's got
Yeah, but the entire force?
they know he's got company too. We're not trying to lure them away now. We're just trying to get rid of them. Is that what you want, Saul?
Yeah, I would like to kill them all.
Well, if you think that's a good idea, fuck it. I mean, what other choice do we have?
How many of them were stationed there years and years and years ago whenever I was there?
You know, generally operating in small groups, pairs, groups of 3, and you only ever have to have like a handful of these groups operating any one area at once.
So this is doable.
Difficult?
You know how this works.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Like
I'm saying there's not fucking 50 of them in there, is what I'm saying.
no, but also like it's likely to be guarded by troop blue coats, and you.
Well, sure. These are useless anyway.
Yeah, but you get
Those
enough
guys
of
I
them,
can,
they start
those
getting
guys I
trained.
can run from, you know.
Okay.
Okay. So you're thinking lure them outside of town?
Yeah, that way we can keep things as clean as possible. Or
It's cleaner than what I was planning.
all right. Well, you gonna go with the fight thing? Nah, maybe they'll get you in trouble when we come back.
Before we go through with that, I got this map here. Trent, could you just mark for me where people have disappeared?
He like sort of looks at you, and he looks at the map, and he goes, "You want me to color the whole thing in?"
It's everywhere?
I mean, it's mostly the poor areas, that's for sure, but he points down towards the big circle on the map where it says that the Colonial Fair will be happening, like the Solar Day Festival, and he points at that and he goes, "There's no river here. People sure have been falling in a lot of ditches and disappearing around the camps, around the work site."
Well, gentlemen, that's probably where we need to look next. Once we settle this.
Hold up, I feel like that's a better lead than going to check out the bodies and the records of the Red Reverends. Do we still want to go? Do we still want to go through with that?
Trent's all paid up.
Paul's all get all
Oh,
riled up.
let's go kill some people then, I guess.
And they might have something. Like, this is a very competent group. Alright?
Oh, let's hope they have some good some good loots that we can get after we kill them, or they make it worth our time.
They do have interesting thing. So I think the best thing we could do is on our way out, maybe I'll get some new guns, I don't know. And we can go outside, find a good ambush point.
You know any places like that, Trent? Maybe some place where we can be above them.
Looks at you guys like, "This is some shady business, but you're looking to make a blind. I would go for the mud bank."
I think it is. Check it out.
I mean, squalor, buildings built on top of each other, lots of high rises, balconies and the like.
Well, we're not really looking for witnesses, right? I mean, doing some.
There a lot of traffic down there?
The kind of witnesses that know to shut the fuck up at least for the right price.
Can We go with a cheaper option.
I don't know if you looking to do things quietly. The city is not the place. We're thinking outside, overcrowded.
Yeah, we're
I was thinking you do what John said, run out, and then we're ready for them outside of town.
I mean, this docks, but no one dies at the docks without Doc Moss's knowledge. That's everyone knows that.
Doc Master's just one person.
The organization's a bit bigger, though, isn't it?
Fair enough.
So when he says the Dock Master, you get the feeling that he's not talking about the actual Dock Master. He's not talking about a government official.
Right.
He says this not like a title, but like a name,
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing, Trent. I mean, the docks are still within the town. We got to take them out of town because, I mean, we don't need the church on our backs after this.
Upriver, downriver. Downriver, at least the bodies don't flow past.
Make a good point.
So we'll find a place and we'll set up there. You cause a disturbance, run out this way. We'll set you up with a horse. We'll just take care of it when you ride past us.
All right, then. Yeah, didn't expect us waking up this morning. And he goes back to fucking with the dye in his beer and washing out stains underneath his chin.
All right, let's scout a place out. Nick, real quick, I know we don't want to do shopping episodes.
During the break, we can quickly discuss what everyone wants. I hope everybody knows what they want.
I know exactly what I want.
We'll do it then. Okay, cool. We're good then. Also, you guys have planned a lot. Let's keep it rolling a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but
from the bathhouse, where do you want to go?
I was thinking, would try to head towards the South River, right? Downriver, and just try to find a good ambush spot.
Okay. Are you going to take your boat?
No. Just go on foot, right?
Okay. So the bend of the river goes up north and then bends to go east again towards the ocean. As you guys travel along the river, north and then east, downriver towards the ocean, it's that same boggy swamp environment that you were so used to up the river, except this time it seems flatter, with less solid ground and more swamp. And something that you notice, maybe 20 minutes into this walk, now you're in the breeze again. You're once again amongst these raised structures in the ground, and the swamp seems more overgrown, and the city seems to dwindle behind you. You notice that brackish smell of salt water, and you've entered into the actual delta now, where as the tide flows in and out, the salt water and the fresh water fight against each other, pushing up and down the river. And you guys can find that it's much more of the villages that you've left before, these sort of raised platforms. And if you tell me what you're looking for, basically what you're going past right now is small swampy mounds amongst the riverbeds, and there seems to be an ocean road, but you get the feeling that most of the traffic travels along the river.
So it would have to be somewhere along the ocean road because a Trent's gonna come riding with a horse, so it has to be a spot like that. And then I imagine anywhere that has an overlook to the road, we would want to post up on there to be able to be on high ground and also be able to lie down and hide as they're approaching.
Okay. Let's do a skill check. 3 successes, 3 failures. what skill, what ability can anybody contribute to try and find the perfect place for this ambush?
I would like to use stealth to find like a good
Hiding spot?
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll it for me.
As he can use his survival skill.
I got 29, buddy.
Roll it for me, Aslan. That's one success.
Lulu would like to roll her athletics, to navigate.
Ooh, that wasn't a good enough excuse. No, you need to explain it better.
Frank can probably roll history or something, right?
Frank?
Or just a straight intelligence roll, if not.
Maybe I can, do an investigation, to try and see if there's, like a spot and some stuff that we can use around us to help with standing somewhere better or, some more cover or something like that.
I'm presuming it wasn't good because you didn't shout it out like Beatty.
It was 16.
16? That's a success. We need one more success. 11. That's a failure. As you investigate around, you spend a lot of time walking into the dank swamp, and you find that you keep stepping into things that look like they're quite flat, and then your little gnomish body just pushes into a puddle and like you're wet up to your armpits. That's pretty nasty.
All right.
I need one more success, guys.
So John is gonna say Enchotavan Ekutsama. And then he's gonna cast fly on himself, and he's gonna fly up above and try and from a vantage point see it, look for a good spot just through a perception.
I'll let you roll perception with advantage because you're flying.
Sweet.
And it gives you like an overview of the flat area.
Okay. Give me like 10 seconds.
No worries. So you rolled stealth, Aslan rolled survival. You guys are able to search around, and as you're looking through the swamp, you notice that along the road there are small little patches. And what's your roll, John?
Nat 20.
Sorry?
Nat 20, 21 total.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
As you guys are noticing along, you pull up to an area and you see John stop in the air, where he sees what looks like a perfect little rise, a chasm in the ground, and the only area in the surrounding swamp that seems to have any elevation whatsoever. And it looks like a trench, like a little crack in the ground, where there's, it's someone's dug in the middle and earth is raised on either side. So it's a perfect little foxhole. People sit inside, and it's right along the side of the road. And as he flies above it to notice it, Aslan sees it, and he's like, "You guys would not have seen this from the road. It's a beautiful little spot." And you two are able to see that you can perfectly stealth into this area, and that it's completely invisible from the road. Awesome.
Well, this'll do, lads.
Yeah. So John sees that spot, and then he goes to like wave the party over. He's like, over here, as he's just floating in the air, and his motion like throws him off a weight, and then all of a sudden he starts like tipping over, and his legs are kicking. He's like, ah! For like a second before he steadies himself, and then he floats back down, looking shaken.
Like Mary Poppins, with like the maids and all the wind blows like flying through the air.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You can see Frank be very amused by this going on, and he seems a little disappointed when John gets control back over.
So you have the spot. Would you guys gonna head to the market next?
I think it's like, because we got to get a horse too.
Okay. One thing you haven't done yet is pay for the inn for the next 2 nights.
I think
Aslan's room is paid for, but you paid for 1 night for the penthouse. You still owe him 20 gold.
Oh, okay. Didn't we say that didn't we say that Mr. Regis should send the money, our payments to here?
To Delta?
Yes.
Hasn't arrived yet though, right?
Alright.
Because I spoke to him like yesterday or something. It was like 1 or 2 days ago.
Yeah, you spoke to him like 2 or 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say that nothing's come looking for you as of yet that you know of.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you also haven't told anybody where you are or anything along those lines just yet. You know, you told them you were going to Delta. That was
We stopped by like the post office or whatever the equivalent of that is, maybe.
Well, John did say we're going to Delta City and for him to send the payment there.
Yeah, so like the train
that's
station.
what he knows, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd probably be like you guys would assume it would probably be the rail office or something like that.
Okay.
The office is in Delta. But no one's issued it yet. This is what I'm saying. I'm just reminding you guys of all the loose ends that you have.
Yeah, so that's something we probably want to procure and maybe do before we even go shopping, just so we have some more money before we go shopping. Like buying a horse and all that stuff. I don't know if you feel the need to roleplay this whole interaction of us getting our money, but
I don't think it's necessary, but I would like to know what else you guys want to do, just so that I can have it all done.
John says that he wants to stay in the foxhole and just wait for them.
oh, you just want to live here for a minute?
Yeah. He's gonna wait and take a short rest. If that's okay. I mean, if it's not gonna throw anything off, because he doesn't really have anything he wants to buy, and the room, like, we can always pay for it later after we kill these people.
John, do you need me to buy you some rations for when we go on the road again? Yeah, that would be welcome.
One thing that you would know is the payment would probably be expected before like midday if you're going to stay there like the next night. You know, if you want to keep the room.
Don't they have our
Did
card
you
on?
say you wanted us to leave that room? Well, I sort of promised Trent that he could have it, but he may have forgotten already. Well, because it's not paid for as of right now, so. But I thought you guys paid for it.
I paid for last night.
He understands it'll be fine. We don't need to, like. So we don't need to go pay for it right now then. Okay, cool. Then we'll get on with our other stuff. If the Legion still has our payment somewhere. Maybe we should go. Maybe people are looking for us. Yeah, I did promise Trent, actually. So maybe somebody. You're a man of your word now, huh? Maybe somebody who's not me could go take a look and do that. I think you probably would be the best bet, right? You weren't even there last night. Nobody would be looking for you. Actually no. I bothered the people in the lobby extensively last night. Well, sure, but not the way anyone else did.
As we go back to more planning, and as everyone goes to the market, as John takes his short rest in the ditch, we're going to go take a break. It's been in the mud. Let's go to break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes after these guys have done their purchases and are setting up their plan. So thank you very much, everyone. We'll be right back.
I was about to say, there's no way we can continue without, like, actually doing Mine is real fast, real easy. Is there a gun shop in town?
Yeah. Dude, I need bullets. She's almost out of ammo for her pistol.
I could also need.
Lula, you should get like a blunderbuss or something. That'd be cool.
That'd be good.
It's fucking running in with a shotgun. Cause then you don't even need like more than one shot, right? You can just like come up, like do a blunderbuss shot, and then just run in and punch him in the head.
Hey, Kyle, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it possible for me to change what gun I use for my arcane firearm? Can I like switch it to something else?
Well, I mean, it can be whatever you want. Yeah. I mean, it's
But like I'm already using the revolver I have now, right? But, like,
so.
can I switch it to like something else? Is that possible?
Can't you? If you just like infuse a gun, with one of your infusions, it becomes an arcane firearm, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, but it's also like one of my leveled features. Level 6, I think, is arcane firearm.
I mean, maybe, but it probably won't increase your damage. Not
No,
not by the rules, but you were already doing like I mean, you can just role play as like like putting on a longer barrel, like how you've already done, or putting on a scope on it or something. You can do that, right? Or,
I know.
Well, what are you trying to do? What are you looking to do?
I just want this gun to also. I don't know. I just want to like, in case I don't feel, in case we encounter something else that all of my spells are useless against, I might want to use the gun as a regular gun.
Yeah. Well, then,
I'm just curious if it's possible.
well, then get a gun and use it as an arc, and then infuse it with an infusion, and then you'll be able to. You'll have the option, right? But remember, you're gonna be shooting with dex, dude. You're not gonna be shooting with intelligence. Then I don't think.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, wait. I could be wrong. Can't artificers attack with intelligence or something? Or is that only like the battlesmith or the armor or whatever?
I don't know. Anyway, Johnson and Rich. What does everybody want to buy? Sorry, I do this between. This was my fuck up. My bad. Yeah, I said I was going to do this between sessions, but nobody remembered. Yeah, I just didn't know. Can I buy revolvers in this town? Revolvers are not a commonly acquired weapon. Oh. What about bullets? Bullets are available for purchase. This is a hunter town. Okay. So Frank would also like to buy some bullets. Okay, because he has used some for the townspeople earlier, so he wants to replace those. Okay. Is there a go ahead now?
What?
No. I just want to know what everyone wants to do, so hit me. So also we all want to buy some rations. I'm also Frank will purchase a couple for John. Okay, well rations are ration price. Minus as many silver as you want. I'm not gonna babysit you guys with that one. I trust it. How many are those again? It says it on D&D Beyond. It's like 5 silver or something like that. I'll look it up in a second. One of the.
I'll ask about scale mail.
Do you have the money for scale mail?
Yeah. It says 50 GP now, but
like. 50 GP. Yeah, okay, then, yeah, sure. I was thinking, you're thinking of plates. I'm thinking of, maybe plates. Half plates, something, all of those. Yeah. Scale mail's not that expensive. 50 GP, it'll cost you about 60 GP, but yeah. Are you sure you want to do that? Is it better than your unarmored defense?
It's one more AC.
At the cost of your stealth? Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. Is there a workshop in this town? There is indeed a workshop. In fact, there is a workshop.
So that's
Sorry?
like D&D as well would try to find a half plates, but that would probably be up to 8.
Expensive. Frank, yes, there are workshops in the town. What do you... So I also requested for Frank's tools to be sent along with the money. So I want to go get the money and my tools, and because there's not a forge here, right? Because I can't do anything with Celestial here. There's a forge, but there isn't a forge that is able to forge Celestial. You know that that's done in specific type of equipment and machinery. Yeah. Okay. The other thing that I will say is you requested to have your tools sent like 3 days ago. Yeah. Is it from on it's still on the way. You can go to the ARC office and say like, hey, my name is Frank, I'm like looking for this, and they'll look at you and be like, sorry, let us check our records, maybe we missed something in the mail. And then they come back after about 15 minutes and they're like, you're not in the records, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry if there's anything else we can help you with. Frank Lifestyle is not in the record. What? Well, we have you down as an employee, but we have nothing for you here in Delta. You've only just recently taken a contract in Tenton. That's all we have on you. They don't have the internet. They don't know who you are, bro. Well, there's a package on the way.
Just tell them you're staying at the Best in the West.
From content, and I shall return at some point to come collect it, I guess. As soon as we have it, are you staying somewhere? Can we send word for you? What's the place we're supposedly staying at again? The best of the rest. Frank's gonna ask Saul if we're staying there again or somewhere else. Like, and like,
Yeah, it feels like we should. Just because I did promise Trent, and
I mean, why not? Okay, then yeah, Frank will say the best in the list. I will send word as soon as your package arrives. Thank you very much. Is there a way? Is there like because Frank also has some celestial on him? I know that it's a very valuable thing. Can he like sell some of it? It's not like that market product in like this town. If anybody knows what it is, then it's not. Yeah, like Frank would also know how much it would be valuable. So, like, is there a way for like somewhere where Frank could go and he'd get a price where he's like, okay, this is worth selling for? Give me a charisma saving throw. I think charisma saving throw. 30-20. 30-20. You would know that there are places you can sell in the city, and you go searching around to a couple of them. They're undercutting you heavily on the price, and you know for a fact that this is not what you get for it in Bay Gauge. If you hold on to it, you can get a lot more. You can sell it for like 50 gold, like a kilo. It's good money, it's something, but it's not what you need for it now. How much money I got right now?
What are you trying to buy? You should have over 100 gold, right?
Yeah. It's just that I've gone out of my way to get collected as much of this as possible. So I want to not everything is to build stuff with. So like maybe I can sell some of the stuff, but I'll hold on to it until we get to bake it.
Should hold on to it. Use it to make your robot, right? That you want to make your automaton or whatever.
Yeah, actually, I also want to make it into stuff. Okay, Lula, are you buying anything?
Yes, Lula. Any chance I could buy?
Sorry, Frank, are you done? That was it, right? I might have something, but you can do Lula first. I'll have some thinking time. Lula.
Alright. Any chance I can get a blunderbuss? That's whatever.
You can buy one from one of the hunters.
How much would that be?
20 gold, but it looks a bit beat up.
Look at the beat. Jeez.
It's okay, Lula. I can fix it up for you. He said it. Frank says as he pats Lula on the shoulder.
All right, thanks. All right, sweet. Yeah, I'll buy a blunderbuss.
Frank with the save.
Yeah. How much I should go ammo first?
We should call him handyman.
5 silver pieces. Okay.
Frank the handyman.
Nick.
Yeah. Ammo is one silver a bullet.
Every
5 silver. Sorry, 5 silver. I feel like this has probably already been answered. How much is a shotgun? Shotgun. You can find one.
Wait, they have shotguns or do they have blunderbusses?
So it's a hunting city, so you can find blunderbusses, shotguns, hammer pistols.
Oh, so what's the difference mechanically between a shotgun and a blunderbuss then?
Blunderbuss is 2d4, shotgun 1d12. Yeah. Blunderbuss is basically like an older version of what is a rifle.
Yeah, if I can get a shotgun then.
How much is a shotgun? 50 gold, I'd say, maybe? 50 gold, okay. I am going to... Does that seem reasonable in price-wise? Yeah, the great sword, right?
How much is a longbow?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was basing on.
I probably make
longbow
like...
75?
It's 75? Yeah, a shotgun would be more than 50 gold, 100%. A shotgun would be way more expensive than a
maybe 100.
So wait, a longbow is 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it would probably. I mean,
It'd probably be like 300 gold then for a fucking shotgun. A shotgun's gonna be way more expensive, like many times more expensive than a longbow, right?
well, in this world, right, you must understand, like, a longbow is probably crafted by a thing, whereas most of the guns are made in machining factories at this point.
Okay.
Like, it's sort of the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. So I would say maybe like 100, 150 gold. Even then, like, you must remember, hunters buy these things. Like, commoners, a longbow is 50. Farmers, a longbow is 50. I would say like 75 then. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get one shotgun, and I'm gonna ask Frank to make it a sawed-off shotgun for me. Frank is gonna buy a regular shotgun too.
Frank, you can't use a regular shotgun unless it's sawed off because it has the heavy property.
Then Frank will make both of them into sawed-off shotguns. Thank you. What does that change about its? What does that change about its stats? Actually, does that make a difference? Like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool.
Yeah, no, it's exactly the same. It's just not it takes away the heavy property. I was gonna do that. It lowers the range.
I'd
The
probably
range
give
is
it, like-
60.
I'd probably give it like a wider cone, but like shorter. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about making it cone damage, but that just makes it too complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think D&D Beyond even has like non-even triangles,
Uh-huh.
right?
That's the thing I was gonna do. The plan was for the shotgun and thing to be deck saves, but it doesn't make sense. It should be a weapon attack.
Yeah, it should.
Oh yeah.
And how much is the
Dude,
tomahawk?
that might be way too broken, dude. 1d12 hitting multiple opponents.
Exactly. Yeah. I know.
No, we really got. I think we've got to rethink these guns, man. To be honest, but we'll discuss that later.
So it's not hitting multiple opponents. It's just one for now.
Yeah, I think just one for now. Really.
If you look at it, it's one target, single target.
Okay.
And a tomahawk, you can get one for the same price as a hand axe.
And that's got it.
What's the price for a hand axe?
Well, I'll find out. Hand axe is 5 feet. No, 5 gold pieces.
Yeah.
So 10 gold pieces minus 50 gold pieces. Minus.
Anything else? Aslan, you understand?
Go for me.
No, he just bumped me off.
Okay. So are we good? Okay, go live again?
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone's finished at the market. Where are we gonna go when we go live? What's the plan? What's the move?
Unless anybody else wants to do anything, we can initiate the ambush. Did we go ahead and get the pay for the room? Do we want to do that on air?
We'll do that on there, yeah. So you guys going back to the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go live then. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Going live in 3, 2, 1.
And we're back, live once again. While we were in the break, the group went to the market and did some shopping, while John lay in a ditch and took a short rest. Saul went to the market and purchased. What did you get, Saul?
I got a shotgun, which I had Frank saw off for me.
Frank himself also, I think, got a shotgun. If you'd like to unmute yourself and tell us what you got, Frank.
He might be gone.
Okay, Mutanda, what did you get?
I've got a shotgun and a lot of bullets, as well as 2 tomahawks.
Frank, you sort of your own shotgun too?
I got my own shotgun, sawed off, bought some bullets for both the shotgun and my regular pistol, and bought a bunch of rations. I'm just gonna say 100 gold for all of it, because it's like 75 for the shotgun and then like 25 for the rations and all the bullets.
Okay, as long as you mark it down, like you can see all the prices in the catalog. And then Aslan went to the market and got himself
The scale now, which he's carrying, like, he basically has a whole chunk of armor just on his armor, and he's just quite happy he's gonna struggle instead.
And once you guys are complete, you make your way back to the best in the west to pay your tab and take Trent there, I assume. Okay?
Yes, I'm assuming the same.
Yeah. So, you guys make your way back to the best in the west, and you're greeted by a familiar face as the Barnaby behind the bar greets you with a welcome back.
Howdy.
Where is your friend, the green-haired one, Mr. Morello?
Is he not here with us?
He's sleeping in the ditch.
Still sleeping.
He's not sleeping, okay?
Okay.
He's
sent
just
us
sitting
to,
there.
he sent us to settle his fingers for the next 2 days.
Wasn't sure you'd be coming back. There was a package. He reached under his desk and he hands you a small brown paper-wrapped thing over the desk. Will you be settling just for the night again, then?
Listen, I'm going to open the package.
You open the package, inside the package is a small bag.
In the bag.
The bag seems to be made of some fine, supple leather. Around it, the string seems to be made of some sort of silk. And around the string, there's a beaded, work, a circle around the bag that seems to be made out of beaded swan pearls, which are like pearls that are like green and shiny. And as you open the bag, there's an abyssal space there. There is
A what? Like just,
there is darkness
Oh.
and an empty space.
I'm going to reach my hand in.
As you reach your hand in and feel around, it feels like there's a pair of glasses inside there. Your fingers stumble upon what seems like some crystalline glass and some fine gold work.
I take it out and look at it. Is it like, what color is it?
The rims of the glasses seem to be made of fine white gold, and the glasses, like the lenses themselves, seem to be made of a slightly green crystal.
Alright, I'm going to put them on. Looks bad.
Doesn't fit you.
Yeah. I'm going to put it back. Put it back. Okay. Am I the only one here?
Everyone's watching you do this, I think.
Okay. Well, folks, I just spent all my money on guns. So, I was kind of hoping John would be here. You guys have any money left?
The guy hears you saying this, he goes,
Is everybody alright? Am I deaf? What's going on?
how much is it? How much is it?
20 gold, isn't it?
For 2 nights, yes.
Thank you, Mark.
Arthur will pull out his coin purse and walk to the come to the counter, and he's gonna pour it on the counter 120 gold coins.
About halfway through this, Barnaby holds on, grabs onto it, stops the coins rolling everywhere. He goes, if you would please.
Let me help you, Aslan. And Frank just starts counting 20 out in total, and then he just puts the rest back and he just hands it to the sample. He's like, there you go. That's more than enough, Aslan. Thank you.
We really don't belong here.
You're telling me.
Hey, we got the money together. Come on, let's.
Was there a name on the package?
Well,
Yeah, what's the name on the back?
on the package it says John Morello.
Is it a bomb? No.
No, it's just these little guys. John got some new glasses from somebody. Look how stupid they look on my face.
You actually pull it out and
I'm just playing. I wanted to stretch out John's glasses. Let's go. It's all paid up.
Alright. What do you want me to do?
Well,
Did you guys buy a horse?
we did. Somebody did. We forgot about somebody did.
Who has the money for a horse?
How much is a horse?
Aslan clearly
I can
had enough money.
You probably just need to rent a horse, right? It's not like our reputation's at stake.
I'll pay for the whole.
I'm busy looking now. A draft horse is like 50? Yeah, 50. Yeah.
50 what? Gold?
50 gold.
50 gold.
50 gold for a draft horse.
What about the rent horse?
Well, I ran a horse, gotta put a deposit down. 3 gold for a day in the city. 7 gold outside the city.
I'll pay for it.
Does where we're going, does that count as outside the city? Yeah, right?
I think so.
I guess so, yeah.
The whole plan is to lure the reverends outside the city, so yes.
How much is the deposit?
He just said 3 gold.
No, 3 gold is the deposit is 25 gold. Okay, the deposit is 25 gold. And then 7 for the extra, like 1 for 1 day, 7 for the outside the city. Outside the city, okay. So that's 22. Is it 22? Yeah. 22 in total.
Yeah, just hand the gold to Trent so he can be the one to rent it, and then whatever happens to it.
32.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so you're giving this gold to Trent. Trent has now parked the horse outside the tavern and he's inside there with you. Cool.
Okay. So, here in about, I think what you should do is you should ride your horse up in front of, and I'm gonna tell him where the Red Reverend's place is. It's like just shoot 3 shots maybe to that window over yonder, and then just start bolting towards us.
Alright.
Would you feel better if I was with you?
Well, misery loves company.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll just tell John we changed the plan. I'll be with you. We'll do this. We're going to run towards them. That way I can stay on top of you, keep them from killing you.
What's the price?
Are you riding? I guess I'll ride pitch then.
Two of us on a horse, we might be slower than them.
Lulu, can I borrow 27 more gold, please?
32.
Yeah, it's 32.
32 more gold, please.
I mean, that hurts me more than. All right, sure.
I will pay you back out of what's the payment comes.
All right, sure.
Well, we got money coming, guys. We got money coming.
All right, here you go, Saul.
That reminds me that Frank would have told the guy at the counter about the package probably being sent here or word being sent here that he has a package. Okay, cool. So then he'd get notified by the old man. Another. Okay, so that's what he says. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'll look at the others and be like, well, we'll post up, tell John we'll be along shortly.
Alright. Aslan, I think we have some time to have a little bit of food. We finally got some time to buy some proper food. You wanna have a little bit of food before we do this mission? Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, you want to take my grill with you over to the foxhole?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I'm sure I can figure it out when Frank grabs it. And
Yeah, we can have a little barbie while we wait for the ambush.
Steak out, that's all.
It's called a stakeout. I don't know. It's
That's why they
double entendre stakeout.
Yeah.
My dad levels are 9 pounds.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Hey, you got a baby on the way. You got it, right?
Alright, ready to go, man. Are you ready for the fucking nonsense?
Well, let's see how it goes, right?
So, once you guys finally return, John's sitting inside the trench or the ditch.
I gave you guys the bag with the glasses in it. Sorry, I forgot to say that.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Cool.
Just give it to John.
yeah, as you guys approach him in the foxhole, John's like sitting in the foxhole, and he has his arms folded, and he's leaning up against like the trench wall, with his head like almost to the side a little bit, and then as soon as he hears you guys, he gets startled and he jumps up and he says, "I'm not sleeping."
As soon as John wakes up, you can just smell the smell of meat as me and Aslan and Luna have had some nice food before we came here.
Oh, what's that smell? Did you guys bring food? Oh, I'm starving. I have.
Yeah, I brought you some.
Oh no, wait, I did have quite a meal. Why am I
Frank,
hungry
Frank.
again?
Frank gives him some food.
Thank you. What is this?
It's steak. I made it
Oh.
myself. I borrowed Saul's grill and everything.
Oh,
I also got you some rations, and he hands you a couple rations for I don't know, like 7 days, I think.
John smiles at him and he says, "Very good friend, Frank."
Oh, there's also a package for you. We were very tempted to open it, but we chose against it. Here, this is yours.
No, it's definitely already. It's already. Oh, you just give him the
Yeah,
bag.
they hand you a bomb kit. Oh wait, you just give him the bag, not like rewrapped in the packet. What did Saul give Frank? That's the question.
I think he just. I don't think the package is on there. I think he just hands him the bag.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think he just left the packet. I think he just threw away the packet.
So
he already had it.
yeah, so
Okay, yeah, no, that's exactly what Frank gives to John.
so John looks completely surprised at this. John's like, "Is it my birthday or something?" And then he takes a look at the bag and he's like, "My goodness, this is nice. Where did this come from? Did you make this?"
It was sent by someone. I don't know. Saul, you gotta ask Saul about that one. I'm just a delivery man.
Oh, well, okay. Is there anything in here? He like shakes the bag.
So do you hold the bag like upside down and shake it upside down?
No, he just like holds it next to his head, right side up, and he just like shakes it and tries to listen for something inside. He's like, I think it's empty. And then he goes to like stick his hand in it, and he's like,
Your hand like
"Oh, this thing's deep. It's deeper than it looks. What? This doesn't make any sense. Wait, what?" Yeah. And then he goes and he pulls out his hand. He's like, "There's something in here." And he pulls out the pair of the fancy shades. He's like, "Whoa, these are even nicer than mine." And then he removes his glasses, and when he does that, you'll see he has like dark circles under his eyes, and you notice that his eyes do have like a soft green glow to them, even though he's not casting anything. And as you look into like his glowing green eyes, you begin to like hear whispers in the back of your mind, and it's unnerving until he goes and takes the new shades, and then he puts them on again, and the whispers quiet down until they become silent.
Wait, so we can hear the whispers, or as you look into his eyes?
Yeah, and then
And then the glasses go on.
yeah, and then the glasses.
Wow, I didn't think you could look any creepier, John. That's okay.
You don't like how they look? Seem fine to me.
They look great, but that's not that. Am I crazy?
Hear what?
You're not crazy. You're not crazy at all.
What are you guys talking about?
Not at all. A bunch of voices, like I'm in a horror movie.
Or what?
What's a horror? What's a movie, Frank? Huh?
The silver screen, man.
Sorry. It's like a horror projector. I've worked on some crazy inventions back in the day.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You guys are too young for this one. Anyway.
To a retired Hollywood director.
Does this bag like me or something? Who sent this? Who sent this? Do you really not know? You said Saul gave it to you to give it to me?
Yeah, I think we got it at the front desk from our hotel. So.
The best in the West?
Yeah.
Oh, they just gave you the bag like that? Didn't Bart say where from?
It may have had a better container at first.
Better
But we needed to
looking
inspect.
it over.
I guess Saul decided that we needed to inspect whether it was safe for carrying. So it's now in this it's now in this container instead of the one that probably has.
So Saul opened my package? Rude. But he probably assumed it was Mr. Weegen's payment. That's fine.
That's very possible, yes.
Damn, dude, I like this bag and these glasses. I really need to shake the hand of whoever sent me these. But we'll worry about that once we get back to town. So where's Saul? I already
Is it one of your secret admirers that sent you this package, John?
Definitely wasn't my mother. This is above her pay grade, let's say.
I see. Saul is getting a horse with Trent. What's with that? Let's go to Saul and Trent. Saul, where are you leading my mouth?
So we're picking on like a silver horse, maybe like kind of a gray.
A dapple gray mare.
Yeah, that sounds good. And we're kind of trotting up. What time of day is it?
It's about midday at this point. You guys have gone to the market.
It's high noon.
2, 3, something like that. Yeah, let's say we come to half hour. Let's come to the market. Some stuff.
It's high noon,
So-
Alan.
We're shotguns.
We're just going to position ourselves near the within like shooting range of like this building. I'd say it was like a cathedral or something, right? Or
The others are not going to see this, but for the sake of the stream, I'll describe it for Saul and everyone else. As you approach the Great Sunrise, let me just make sure that I have the name right. Yeah, it's the Church of the Holy Sunrise. The Church of the Holy Dawn. You take a left down a small alleyway between two houses. And then, in this alleyway, there's a door to a courtyard. You know that this door to this courtyard is guarded on the other side by 2 bluecoats. But you also know that the window, which you can just see if you stand right up against the wall on the other side of the alley, is the one that you're looking for. And what you also can see is that there's a heavy wooden shutter over it. Other than that, the houses are unassuming. Same, these swamp brown bricks and overlays. But
so this
very
window,
unique little alley.
this window with the wood covering. You said it's higher up. Would it be like closer to like my level since I'm on the horse?
So you guys are on the horse now, on like the other side of the alley, and that's why you can see, into the courtyard.
Your eye level is slightly below the wall level. This is not a normal wall for this city. You've seen other walls in this city. They usually go like just over head height. And if you're on a horse, you're generally standing over the wall. This is a particularly tall wall, and your head is slightly underneath it.
Hold the horse.
You're gonna have to speak up, or you're sitting too far away from the mic.
Right, I'm sorry. Mistake. I said I'm gonna hold the horse next to the window.
How dare you?
There's nobody can see me, right? This is the window off to the side.
The window seems to be part shattered. But what you know going down the, like if you walk down the alleyway, you know you've been seen going down the alleyway.
Okay, good to know. I'm gonna turn to Trent and I'm gonna say, "Are you ready?"
Ready for what? On the pistol on his side.
We're about to get the hell out of here.
The shit, the hornet's nest then.
All right.
What do you want me to do?
Just sit pretty, and I'm gonna take out my shotgun and aim it up at that.
That'd be pretty.
I'm just gonna aim up at that window and just fucking blast it.
You immediately hear, oh, what the fuck was that? And then you hear the door like suddenly, the lock on it suddenly being. What are you doing? Brent's looking at you with big worried eyes.
They're like trying to lock the.
Unlock the door.
They're trying to unlock the door.
Yeah, they're opening the door. The two blue coats that are on the other side.
I think this is gonna be an animal handling check, which is not great for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna try to do it anyway.
I thought you were riding bitch. Thought it's.
No, I got second horse.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna try to rotate the horse around and then like get it to like kick the doors.
Okay.
To, like kick in at them while they're trying to open it.
Okay, that's a pretty high DC, but you can try it.
I think it's cool, so I'm gonna try it, even though my animal handling fucking jack shit. But it's actually not all that bad. This is wisdom based. I thought it's crazy.
Ooh.
33?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Chew.
You are able to turn this horse around. Clint, as he tries to like hold on, his horse gets a little bit panicked at the banging sounds and the shotgun going off. You wheel your horse around and perfectly get it to kick its hooves right through the door. And as you hear the sounds banging from the other side, you kick it to the door. And as the door opens again and starts to push out, you smash it in with a second kick from the horse. And you hear someone go reeling on the other side. What are you doing?
Did they kick the door in? Could I see anybody?
The door opens outwards and they've kicked it back shut again.
I thought I was trying to like. I think it is off its hinges to break it in.
It's an iron wrought door.
That's bad.
Yeah. I'm afraid you're not going to just bash it to pieces with a horse.
Okay, that's fine. So it's not even if it did it a second time. Like it's like pretty dirty.
You can keep trying, but you know that this door is built to be sieged down.
That's okay. I just wanted to be sure.
It's a little stronghold, though.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm gonna trot the horse out probably about 15 feet and have it like rotate around and then like have my shotgun leveled at it while I'm reloading it. And I'm also going to be doing an active perception check just to make sure there's nobody sneaking around or taking aim at me.
Please do your perception check. You do hear, without a shadow of a doubt, that whoever was behind the door is not panicking and scrambling.
This is a 4 on my perception check. It's a good day to be Saul, y'all.
What you also hear is that there's more shouting from the streets outside the alley, and it seems that other people are coming around. Trent is starting to panic, starting to wheel his horse around. And you see the window open, and a very angry, pale face, elven features, look through, and then take a shot. But I'm going to give you a chance to do something as this gun is being raised.
Yeah, do I recognize the face?
Like a ghost.
Okay. What does that mean? It could mean a lot of things.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's ambiguous. Haunting.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the face of somebody I know is what I'm trying to figure out?
Maybe a face of somebody you once knew.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not my friend, is it?
What are these fucking non-answers? Like, make them through the window and see, mate. That's all I'm giving you.
Well,
What?
I feel like he's implying
Like,
something that Nate should know.
Through the gap of the window, you can't quite make it out.
But you see a pale elven face, yeah.
You see a pale face with elven features. It makes you stutter for a second, for sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot him. If it's my buddy, then that's just that's too bad.
Please give me a dex. Actually, just roll initiative for me quickly.
I actually rolled initiative at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, let me roll first.
I got 16.
16?
Re-roll it.
No, you can take a shot first.
Alright.
And what did you get there?
Sorry, I'm trying to pull up my shotgun set. It's not dealing.
Okay, just roll your attack. You can roll d6s or whatever you need afterwards. I've got as 1 12, 30 to 16. 22. 22 to hit. That hit.
And this is going to be a key. This is going to be like a key infused.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a bonus action for the insane shot. And that is a d12. That is a 9. Plus 4 for a 13.
13 total damage.
Yeah, let's go do the d4.
Oh yeah. People are the
14.
15? 14 total? Not bad.
And then I got a second attack.
Of course you do.
Okay, that's a 22.
Okay, 22 definitely hits, and then don't forget to roll damage at the same time.
Yeah, sorry, that's
Just a little bit quicker.
yeah.
Spence is now revolving around on his horse. He has his pistol raised in the air, and he's watching you take shots. Do you want to tell him to do anything while it's your turn as well?
1 second. Okay, I just did big boy damage. 18 damage.
Nice, that's definitely a big hit, yeah.
And I'm gonna turn to him and say, "Time to ride."
He will fire 2 shots in the general direction of the window. You know, and then like try to reload, and then try to roll. And the horse, and then like, I'm not ready to throw. And then trying to follow your instructions from before. There's a face behind the window. You watch it disappear for a second, but as it's thrown back by these pieces of shrapnel shrinking into it, a single bullet just from the window, and a level 16 plus 7. Ooh, so that's big boys. That definitely hits, right? That does hit, yeah.
Wait, who's the target?
And I rolled an 8 max damage. 8 plus 4. You take as a bullet sinks into your shoulder from this revolver.
How much damage did I take? 12. Okay. I use my reaction to do deflect missiles. And, I rolled a 14, which means.
Wait, don't you have to see it coming to deflect missiles or no?
I mean, I'm shooting back and forth at him, man.
Oh, okay.
He's in the middle of a gunfight with you.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a gunfight. So yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna. I'm gonna bring the gun up to like deflect the bullet.
Okay.
Nice.
With that, a blue coat steps out in the alleyway. He goes, "Who was there?" And you hear the door try to be open another time as whoever's inside is trying to push out again. What are you doing?
I'm running away.
Okay,
Yeah, it's time to bring the rest of the party into this. So.
let's make an animal handling check for Trent. We run in.
You can do it, Trent.
Roll the 12.
That's not bad.
Is that enough?
I think that makes it.
Yeah, I think it's horse. Just for riding a horse, like a 12's fine.
Just for running away. And also Trent. Yeah, Trent's on.
Okay.
Yeah, and
let's-
like it's a trained horse, so it's
I
not
was
like
about to
it's
give him my
difficult to try and
inspiration.
handle. You wanted to give me inspiration?
Yeah, but if 12 is good enough, I'll hold on to it.
Most parties adopt a kobold or a goblin or some cute little animal. These guys adopt
A homeless man.
a harmless redneck.
Yo, Trent is a stand-up guy, homeless or otherwise, alright?
My goals are beyond your understanding.
Ride or die. Like, that's awesome.
Okay, well, with that,
He really is riding or dying right now. So how far do you guys get?
well, that's the point. You guys ride off. There is a blue coat standing in your way. Since you take your turn to ride, you can make it all the way out with a horse, but you will get into contact with him.
But this
Like, you can get out of the alleyway, but he will take an attack opportunity because you guys like ride past him, of course, unless you want to do something.
okay.
You've also taken your action and your thing, and I think you used your bonus actions. I don't know what you have left, honestly.
Okay, so this is all part of the same turn, you're saying?
Yeah, before my next turn.
Wait, did he use his
Because
bonus
you
action?
shot, and then you ran, right?
Trying to ran, but then he shot at me, so I thought it's my turn.
Guys, you are being just now.
Okay.
No worries. So my shot was technically first, but you won the initiative, basically. Does that make sense? He shot at you,
Yeah, it's
but you were actually quicker.
yeah, I understood it as like I got the surprise round with the window, with the door and all that, and then we rolled initiative, so I got to go first, even though he was coming out the window. He shot at me, so it's and then.
Okay. You can.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to understand.
I think I'm confusing the issue as well.
Yeah, I just want to be
Yeah. If that's the case, then the blue coat would have taken a turn as well.
Yeah.
So he would take a shot at you.
That's fine. That's fine.
So 15 plus 3.
18. That might hit me. That does hit me.
And then he gets 8 damage.
Okay.
When you use deflect missiles again.
No, I only got one reaction per round, so.
And as he does this, he shouts, "Stop! Wait! Who was that?" And he starts reloading his musket again. You hear the footsteps approaching.
As I'm riding past him, I'm gonna try to use. I'm gonna try to use the horse to kind of like knock him prone.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not sure if he'd like to do for that.
I would say it's the same as like a shove, right? So just contested strength check. Kyle, would you say he gets advantage for being on a horse, like the same as making a tackle for a horse, or is that only a mountain combat thing?
What,
I was thinking I could use the strength of the horse, maybe.
what are they trying to do? I'm sorry.
He's
I'm trying to knock him over with my horse as I ride by.
So it's a shove action.
I think
but how does he
the
take a shove action
horse
with the
will roll, right? It'd be the horse against the guy then, if it's the horse.
Okay.
Doing it.
So you roll the horse's strength
Athletics shove attack. Yeah, athletics against athletics or acrobatics.
then. Yeah. And the guy has a +1, I think, or +2.
Guys, I'm very sorry, but I actually gotta use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
That's fine.
No worries.
Okay. You want to roll? Do you want me to just roll like a d20 and just you can assign whatever the strength is that you think for the horse?
The strength of a draft horse. Yeah, I have it open right now. Draft horse, hooves, weapon attack, +6 to hit. Blah blah blah, strength, +4.
Cool. So I'll roll a d20. We'll just add a 4 to it.
Oh, that's the case. I'd roll a 16. That's what you need to beat.
The dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Blast this guy. Throwing him to the ground. He's pushed 5 feet and knocked prone.
Awesome.
As you guys break out into the alleyway, you and Trent behind you notice that 2 blue coats, as well as a third less composed compatriot, bust out of the doorway that you guys came out of. Further, there are at least another 3 blue coats in the street, one next to the guy who just shot, and a further 2 at the end of the street in the direction that you guys are running. The streets go straight, left, right. We're going to switch to chase rules in a second, but what I want to know from you is how do you plan on getting out of this current bind?
Right. So I'm probably going to. My strategy is going to be trying to put anything I can between me and their gunshots. Right. Okay. So I'm probably going to instead of taking the main road and trying to push past them and having to deal with a dozen people shooting at me in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to bear left. I'd rather take 2 opportunity attacks from somebody blocking the alleyway.
Okay.
And then basically you ride super fast through the alleyways and then make my way back to the road and then buildings that they can't fucking shoot through.
Okay, so you want to turn around and go back through the alleyway? No. You want to go straight to the 2 guys at the end of the street?
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah. Okay, so you exited the alleyway. There's the main street, and it's kind of a main street that you guys are on because the church is there, right?
Right.
On that main street, there's a guy standing next to the guy that just shot, that you just knocked over, and then there's another pair of during the daytime the patrols are 2, during the nighttime the patrols are 4. There's another patrol down the street who have seen what's happening, and they're currently running in your direction, right?
Right.
That's the direction you need to go.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is so let's say I'm coming out into the road. I'm on the right hand side of the main road.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying I would go kind of diagonal, sort of towards them, and then just go into a different alleyway.
Okay.
And kind of work my way through that. It might be a little bit slower, but at least I won't be getting shot at the whole time.
Okay.
That's it.
Makes sense to me. If that's your turn, you're going to take full movement. You shove the guy to the ground. Would you like to do anything else before I take my next turn? As you move towards the alleyway.
Yeah, I think I shoved him with the horse. That would probably take my whole action, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, there's another guy next to him, but he gets an attack of opportunity on me.
Not close enough. He's about 10 feet away.
And yeah, I'm just gonna focus on running.
Yeah. Trent will do the same as you. He's going to follow you. He's focusing on running. That means we go into the chase rules. You guys are charging horses through crowded city streets, running through people. The first thing I'm going to need from you is you charge towards these 2 who are approaching you down the street, right?
Yeah, at least.
They see you running, see that you just charged to the green coat, and both of them are going to raise their firearms, try and say, hold, hold, hold. You guys don't stop, I'm assuming. Yeah. They both take attacks. Okay. One at Trent, one at you. Trent gets hit. You get, 19. This dice is kind of hard to see, sorry. So I'm assuming that hits you as well, right? So that's 6 on Trent. Trent is not looking good.
Okay, that's fine.
He immediately goes pale. He did not expect to take that hit.
Yeah.
You take 6 plus 3, 9 on your hit. As the blunderbuss fires off at you.
I'm just gonna pistols.
On this.
Nobody gets my reaction like that. I don't even need to roll for it because I got a plus 10 to the roll.
Yeah, no, you don't need to roll for that. You can deflect that immediately.
It's up to you. It's not really part of the class, so you can just tell me no. If it's a stretch. Would it be possible for me to use my deflect missiles to kind of block Trent so then I could take the hit?
You can only use it once per round, right?
Yeah.
So I would say if you want to block a trend and take the hit yourself, like take the one that hits you, I would let you do that.
Let's do that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then you can block the 6 damage that goes, I think it was 6, right, that went to Trent, and you take the 9 on yourself.
Okay, that sounds good.
So what
As
do you
you
do?
move
Like,
forward, you
lean
can
over the
deflect
horse?
the bullet as you guys are riding side by side. But as you do, the brown vest slug strikes you in the side.
Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Yeah, we're in the alleyway, we're avoiding all that garbage.
I'm going to need from you as you turning down the alleyway, you've already made your animal handling check. I'm going to need from you a dexterity saving throw.
Hey! That's a nat 20 for 27.
Nice, beautiful. You guys are able to hold on as you pull your horses to the side and like within dash. You guys are like pulling onto the side. You notice behind you that there's been running and there's also shots, and you seem to hear the sound of a bugle, which is an alarm being raised across the city. You guys have stirred up some trouble. If this was GTA, there's 3 stars on you right now. They're about to bring in the helicopter. And as you do this, you've now lost the 2 blue coats behind you, but there's a huge amount of ruckus. You guys can keep running. I'm making the chase roll.
And while we're running, I would like to keep an eye out for anybody, Red Reverends, chasing. Yes, they are the intended target. If I'm not drawing them, then I need to draw them out.
Well, you've now dashed down this alleyway to make your getaway. You're heading in the right direction. I'm going to say you take another couple turns of avoiding people and trying to get through these crowded city streets. There are definitely blue coats circling around the area and approaching where the bugle is called. But if you want to keep running, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to know if you're actually properly being pursued.
Alright, we're going to head towards the gate, I think. I'm going to tell Trent we're headed for the gate. And then once we get to the gate, I'm going to send Trent on, and I'm going to make more of a ruckus before running.
By gate, you mean like the city's edge?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there's no gate. It's sort of just like it's less dense. The houses go from brick to wood.
Yes.
And everything gets poorer. You send Trent ahead. He goes, stop for a second. Where do you want me to ride? Where am I going?
Was he not with us when we found the foxhole?
You never specified, but I assumed that he's staying in the city. Do you want him to follow you? To the home?
Yeah, move on. I'm gonna...
He still looks shocked. You literally saved a bullet from hitting him in the side. He goes, oh well, good luck to you. And he charges off.
Okay.
I'm going to make a roll for Trent.
I don't like that.
Charges off with your
So,
gun
what are you doing?
and your clothes.
So, what are you doing?
Are there any blue coats that can see me? Anybody?
You wait for a second. Another. You immediately see a patrol of 2 blue coats running down the street. They're shouting, hold! And then you hear at least another 2. And you can also hear approaching hooves.
Okay. I'm going to move the horse, like behind like a building or something. I know like it's thinning out, like the city's thinning out, so there's probably like some outlying buildings, just so the horse is hidden from view. And I'm going to maybe climb. I mean, this is a well-trained horse. I rolled pretty well on the animal, right? So it's not going to run off on me.
You don't even have to tie the halter. You literally just wrap it around the thing, and the horse will stay there.
Yeah, so that's what I do. And then I'm going to like sneak onto the top of the house. And I'm just gonna wait and see if people in red come out.
You at first see two guards. You recognize them. They wear the same blue coats as the military, but they're light blue of the colonial cavalry. Charge off after Trent. After a few moments, you see a handful of blue coats sort of running aimlessly down the road in that direction, followed by another two of these cavalrymen, followed by two men wearing long red criminal clothes, hot on their tails, following in the same direction as Trent.
I'm gonna wait for them to ride on by, and then I'm gonna just leisurely go after them.
Question though, the guys in the crimson cloaks, are they on foot or on horse?
On horse. One is on horse, one is on a skinker.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get back on the horse and I'm gonna follow them, and hopefully Trent's okay.
Please make a stealth roll for me.
Okay.
I have made a counter roll.
It's a 29.
Yeah, no, I rolled 6. I think you're good, bro.
You're on fire today, dude. What the hell?
I'm waiting for this luck to turn around on me at the end of the episode, because
They're in hot pursuit. They currently seem to be in hot pursuit of Trent. Trent, however, rolled a 4. And while he charges ahead, riding through the mud on his horse, slips. The party hears a horse rapidly approaching towards your mud hole, before hearing a sudden and a brutal, horrific snap. What would the rest of you like to do?
Is Trent alive?
You hear incessant. Oh, it's over here!
John
The horse! The horse broke a leg!
John puts a hand on Aslan's shoulder and he recites the same incantation from before, and then a soft green shimmer encircles his body and he feels weightless. And John points at Trent and he says, "Go get him, Aslan! Bring him here, fast!"
Aslan will start flying towards Trent, then try to pick him up.
Do we see any of the people in pursuit? Well, Aslan flies over, pins up, flies back, I assume. Then what would you like to do, Aslan, as you deposit Trent in the hole? Please explain your actions to me.
So he flies towards Trent, he just picks him up somewhat gently, and then flies back slowly, lays him on the floor. Where's Saul during all this?
You don't know.
Then John says, "Trent, take your boots off."
My boots? I haven't taken the boots off. And he starts scrambling to take his boots off. He's listening to you.
Aslan's gonna make a fake trail heading along. We're gonna wait for the Red Reverends to come by. And
He throws the boots at Aslan in the air, sort of haphazardly.
Yeah, it doesn't need to make it look good. Just make it whatever. Do it quick.
You hear horses in the distance.
Yeah. I would say Aslan probably. Actually, he's not even gonna break boots. He's just gonna fly back towards the trail and just literally start planting. He has one boot in each hand, so planting footsteps as he flies along the path. He's just going like, doop, doop.
Please roll me a deception check. And because this is such a fucking brilliant plan, with the assistance of John and Trent and the boots, you can have advantage on this one. But honestly, because that's also just so cool. Mostly because of Trent. Because Trent, let's face facts, Trent is not the main character. Become the protagonist.
Weston Trent.
Weston Trent, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I gotta see where this is. It's a not true. It's a 4 on the frontier.
Oh my god, it was a 2 and a 4. Jesus Christ.
You were there.
Do I roll once again with advantage?
One more.
Yeah.
Wait, not that.
No, it's just a reroll. You just get one more dice.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Dude,
You
dude, what are the chances? Goodness sake.
What is it?
4.
A 4 again?
A 2,
No,
a
the dice-
4, and a
The
4.
dice gods wanted you to fail, I'm afraid.
It wasn't meant
That's
to
how
be.
these things go. I'm still gonna say that you're able to smash the boots into the mud and head off in a direction. However, if you guys would like to go to the Albert Rodeo, I will show you where the horse is.
You posted in the general chat?
I think I posted it in the WhatsApp. If someone would like to switch it over to the general, that would be great. I will put where the horse is. As the horse is located. My horse icon. Guys, did we not have horses? There we go.
I think we used to.
The horse. Yeah, no, I remember because some very bad things happened to them. I have no idea what we're talking about. To find out what happens, watch episode, I think it's 12 or 13, what blows up.
If you'd like to find out what happens, watch all the other episodes. It's somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. So, that's where the horse has fallen down. You can make tracks leading off into the bog.
This is heading east, is it? Going this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you see where you guys are in the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The road basically has come up, and now it's turned east, like that.
Okay.
Is there an issue with the map?
No.
Is something wrong
No, it's fine.
with this beautiful map that I created with Incarnate? Thank you, Incarnate. Thank you, Kaya.
Yes. My pleasure. And yes,
Where's Trent? Do you don't have a token for Trent?
he's
well,
not
this is
going
the-
to fight,
I
don't think.
Wait, I didn't put Trent there. I have a token for Trent. This
Actually,
is Trent.
Actually, it does have
Trent
it
is
down.
where Aslan is. Aslan is not flying. This is what I'm asking. This is the Albert Rodeo. Please make your marks. Where would you like to lead these guys? I'm asking you for your trail.
So, Delta City came from the west, right? Like,
Yeah, west to east.
yeah. So the tracks would have to be going east, right? Like continuing on the road.
On the road again. I mean, that sounds like metagaming. What are you doing?
So basically the horse is tipped over, right? So I would
The horse has fallen over and seems to have brutally broken a leg in the fall. Yeah, really badly, dude. It was a natural one.
Ooh, yeah.
Like you're like that. I didn't like that. I took a sip for a reason. I was like, oh, I have to deal with the consequences of this now. I didn't like that. Mm-mm.
All right, I'm sorry. Well, so what direction do you lead them in, Aslan?
I'll probably lead them off road. Just because what's so hard that the horse raises now.
Okay.
That's
To
probably
the
what I
north.
think has more sense. But they have to just run.
Okay. You if you can use like the paint tool, like the little thing, just draw us a line, like where you lead them, like wherever the trail is.
Difficult. Probably like straight across.
Straight north. Okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Straight through the mud. Do it. You make these muddy footprints. From there, the rest of the party hears two horses galloping quickly and the shouting of men. Here, ride. And eventually you notice two cavalrymen pull up as they're holding the horses and seeing the horse dead on the ground. One steps off and he sort of pets the horse's mane. He goes, there. Legs flat. No, nice. Sorry, baby. And the blue coat will, as petting the horse, put his blunderbuss and gently pet its mane, and then And the panicked, painful screams of the horse stop. Nasty business that is. What is fucking up? And you guys hear more charging from behind. There's another two of these blue-coated cavalrymen approach. Nothing going on there. The footprints. No, see it. Don't like it. You still see the one sitting on the horse who didn't get down to shoot him, looking down painfully at this horse that's not shot on the ground as the other two approach. One of them shouts, "Yeah, where'd they go? You lose them?" And they start arguing amongst themselves. Would the party like to do anything while they argue amongst themselves?
John stays hidden.
You guys are sitting pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lula,
Sorry?
Lula retroactively, before Aslan picked up Trent, healed Trent for 8.
Trent didn't get damaged, don't worry.
Yeah, he wasn't hurt. He was just muddy. He was just dirty.
I like where your head's at, though.
Yeah.
Lula always being the hero.
God save the Trent.
So, with that, I would like a stealth roll from the three who are still in the hole, please. Frank.
Do we get advantage because we have such a good spot, or what? Just out of curiosity.
I was going to say, I think all of you get advantage, but I think Frank gets a straight roll.
Okay.
Thank you, Frank. Oh, yeah, you usually get disadvantage.
No snoring this time,
And you're
Frank.
staying still. You can have a straight roll.
No snoring, please.
Lula is using her option from
There we
Hey,
go.
guys.
Hell yeah.
So what are the rolls? What are the rolls?
Shit.
Oh, no. Oh my god, the one time that I roll okay for fucking stealth is the guy who's time you guys fucking ruined it for me.
So Lula 22,
I'm stealthy right now.
Lula 22, Frank 18, John 9.
If the average still goes up, you know what the deciding factor is going to be, ladies and gentlemen?
Trent.
I'm sorry to take the agency away from my players.
Big Trent, yeah.
You guys make the decision on which dice gets rolled. Gray or red?
I said gray.
Gray.
Yeah.
Gray?
The red is scary. I don't want the red one.
The red is the new one. The red is the untrained dice. 7. Put it in dice jail.
7 plus what?
So Trent's stealth, Trent was a hunter.
Yeah.
I would say he probably has proficiency in stealth.
Wait,
Maybe a 3.
did he roll with advantage?
Did you roll advantage? Oh, no, I didn't get advantage. You're right.
Yay.
Good watching out. Good looking out. Team for 16 total. You guys maintain your spots and your silence as these slightly lighter blue cavalrymen go off into the woods, like sort of sloshing around in the water. 2 stand around looking at the horse. 1 looking off into the forest before you see 2 men in crimson red cloaks charge up behind them. Saul, I would like you to tell me how you plan on following them through the swamp on the road without bringing attention to yourself.
Quick question though, before
Like,
that.
Sorry, yeah.
So, did the bluecoats like move off up the road and the reverends came behind them, or did the 2 red reverends meet with the rest of the contingency and now they're like all together?
Sorry, I wasn't clear. 2 of them stay next to the horse, like holding the other horses, looking around. 1 is on the road, like sort of scanning. The other one is standing like on the edge of the water, where the other 2 walks off, sort of watching them walk off. Right. Then there's the 2 who followed the trail past the water, sort of into the mud. The red reverends come behind and now join the rest of them on the trail.
Okay, and then they're just standing there now.
They're now on the horses, and then I would like to proceed. But before I proceed, I would like to get back to Saul for a second.
Okay.
And I would like Saul to tell me how he plans to proceed chasing them along the road. So, like, this isn't Assassin's Creed. You can't just walk in a crowd and not sprint and pretend like you blended, you know?
No, what I was thinking was I gave them enough of a look, because they're like, I assume they're double dashing, right? They're going as fast as they can.
And so is at least, like, half a company of bluecoats who are following them down the road on foot.
Oh, there's more behind the Red Reverend?
Yeah, not everyone's on horseback.
Okay. In that case,
So keep in mind, right? There's been cavalrymen charged past. Then after you saw at least 4 of these cavalry scouts charge past, you saw 2 red reverends. You saw 2 of these cavalry scouts past charge. No, it's 4, right? And then you saw 2 red reverends. And the whole time, you've seen blue coats on foot heading in the same direction. He thinks about it for a second.
I think.
Sorry, did I put you on the spot there?
Yeah, you did a little. I didn't know about those guys.
Sounds to me like we're about to fuck up some blue coats.
Well, I prefer not to. They're just regular dudes. Okay.
So, like seeing this, like this whole regiment, freaking gathering, John looks really nervous, and he turns to those who are with him, and he says, "The hell did Saul do? He's just supposed to cause a little ruckus. Why is there a freaking army here?"
You can see Frank is ready with his gun, and he seems excited about the prospect of shooting some blue coats.
Frank,
So, sir, please tell me how you're proceeding. Sorry.
So, what I was thinking initially is this is probably the easiest way because I can't really. I have like something I could maybe do, but it's going to take too long for me to think of it. I think he's probably going to like rush past using the tree line on the sides of the road as like cover, and try to just pass them.
So, 16. Wait, is that a dapple mare? Are you looking for a dapple mare? As someone spots you, 2 of them take a shot. Neither of them hit. Yeah, no, the highest roll is a 12 plus 3, 15. No? Yeah.
Yeah,
who's
I'm
coming
just
up
gonna
behind them? They're shooting at someone.
You guys do hear shots going off in the distance. Cool, you're able to get ahead of the blue coats on foot. Is that? The Red Reverends have now stopped behind the other company. What you two notice is what seems like a tall, slender, elven figure riding a horse, and a small, squat, dwarven figure who seems to be under a cloak, both of them wearing crimson cloak. But he slides himself off the skinker, and you hear a loud chink as he lands to the ground. He then steps forward, looks at the horse, looks around. What would everybody like to do? So, you're now standing just off the edge of the map on our Bay Rodeo. And the Red Reverends have stopped in the middle about where I put them. So Frank will look at the evidence and go, I just realized that Saul never told us what these people look like. I'm not sure who we should aim for right now.
Wait.
Well,
They're gonna chase Saul in the other direction. Hopefully, hopefully the Red Reverends stay behind, and we can get the jump on just the 2 of them. Not looking to kill all these people here just for Saul's vengeance. You never mentioned that we'd be fighting bluecoats. I'm not trying to become an outlaw for no good reason.
Well, it's not like the blue coats are any good at their job anyway.
Yeah, but there's still
we
people.
don't need.
Lila?
Agreeing with John here. We don't need that extra type of heat.
Yeah, we've got enough on our hands. I don't know what Saul's thinking, but he seems to be acting crazy.
I wouldn't call them blue coats heat. More like a mild warmness. Wait. I know you're saying something, sorry.
Hey John, can't you just ask Saul to like give us a clue?
No, forget what Saul's doing. We're just gonna wait until they disperse. Hopefully we can catch the Reverends on their own. That's the best that we can do for him. The rest is up to him.
Aslan, how far have you led them away?
What was that?
You're a bit blurry.
Yeah, you're garbled. only a
No,
little bit.
Uh-oh.
But if I bring it up,
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go.
oh, weird. Okay. I was saying probably at least like 300 feet. Or
Okay.
that's,
With a 4, you're able to get about half of that distance before from behind you, you hear the shouts of, "What the fuck is that flying over there? Halt! What's there?" What's there? And I think with that, I would like to end the session. Thank you everyone who joined us. That was so much fun. Let's see next time how the group split into 3 fights. Who knows what the hell they've got coming with their party. Splitting the party, so much fun. A whole battalion of blue coats coming for your bum. Okay, so until we see you next week, everybody. Please do follow us on Twitch. We're like we're nearly there, and like and subscribe on YouTube. And you need to do this one because we are warlocks and our patron is the algorithm, and we need to feed it with your likes and subscriptions in
And
order to keep ourselves going here. So, thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to figure out what happens next week. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. With that, will we survive, everyone?
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.
Find out next week on Question Quill. All right, everybody.